hope this turns out okay. Just working in the field, rolling some bean ground. I don't know how the audio is gonna work, but I'm just gonna give it a shot here. I just was thinking about stuff and thought, gosh, it's been quite a while since I've given any kind of update. I started doing that, after my accident here on YouTube, and I just haven't done anything for a while, so I thought I'd just give a little bit of an update. I don't even remember the last one I did. It was quite a while ago. It was probably coming home from some appointment or doing some PT. But anyways, so I guess last summer 2025, I finished up physical therapy. Last thing we were working on was I got some running blades, and so we were working on trying to run, and I ended up kind of getting it figured out, but I need to get back to it. I can do it, not very fast, but it's hard to go. It's hard to go a long distance and stuff, or even a mile or half a mile even. I just need to do it more. But it was cool to figure out how to do it. It was a pretty big learning curve, and figuring out the right blades to use and stuff. But I ended up getting some good blades, and they work good. Anyways, kind of was also one of the last things I did in therapy was just working a lot on stairs, up and down stairs. But anyways, so still working on the family farms, obviously out here. Just running the roller right now. I did do last summer too. About a year ago, I think I hauled my first load of corn in the semi-truck to the local ethanol plant. That was pretty cool. Manual transmission truck. I drove truck a little bit before that too, like tending water to the sprayer and stuff, but that was the first time going kind of through town and hauling to the elevator. So I've been doing that some, and I'm actually planning to get an automatic truck here. I can do the manual all right. It just would make life easier with the automatic, so we're gonna try one of those out. Pretty excited for that. And I guess a couple other big things last summer I did was, the first one is went to a men's retreat, like a Christian men's retreat. But it was Bethany Hamilton. She has a movie called Soul Surfer, and so you maybe have heard of her there, but she had her arm bit off by a shark when she was like 16 years old, and so she has a foundation, and that foundation puts on a women's and men's retreat. And so that was in Waco, Texas, mostly at Waco Surf, and so that was a sweet facility, and got to do some awesome surfing, which I never surfed before anyways, but it was pretty cool. I got a picture of me I was only able to stand up for about a second, and the photographer there captured that second of me kind of halfway standing on the surfboard with Bethany Hamilton surfing right beside me. So that was sweet. Met some great guys on that trip, and just had a great time there. And then that was in July, and then in September I was able to go to near Wichita, Kansas. They had a adaptive motocross race. So there was 3 classes for the adaptive stuff. There was a lower limb class, which is what I was in, and an upper limb class, and a para class. So that was really cool. Met some more great people there, and had some good races and good battles. But so things have been going pretty well, but there's still kind of just to be expected, I guess, but still just kind of different aches and pains just depending on the day. Like right now on the bottom of my above knee amputated side, there's just dealing with some skin soreness. It's just red and kind of borderline bruised, but trying to figure that out. There's kind of a trick you can do to see how the socket is fitting. You just put a little ball of Play-Doh in the bottom of the socket, and once you get into your socket and take some steps, that'll tell you if you're all the way against the bottom or if there's a little gap. And if it's a suction socket, you don't want much of a gap, because then it's going to draw a vacuum on your leg and make the skin red that way. But then if you got too much pressure on the bottom, then of course it'll get red and bruised. Like that's what I think is going on. But so yeah, just kind of dealing with that. It's always something though. If it's not one thing, there's something else that's sore, but I can't complain too bad. It's been pretty good, really. Still is frustrating that it happened in the first place. Sometimes I think about that, but really try not to, because it's just makes me sad or mad and kind of frustrated, but then you can't go back and change it. So just try to keep moving forward, and it kind of is what it is now. But yeah, frustrating that had to happen at all. There's a lot of things that would just make life a lot easier if it didn't. But anyways, gosh, I mean, that's kind of the big stuff that just jumps out at. But yeah, and then I guess work-wise, besides helping out on the farm and farming and doing that, taking care of the yard, I spend quite a bit of time doing that, try to keep a nice looking yard. And then I haven't really gotten back into, before my accident, I was working in my dad's machine shop. A lot of diesel engine stuff we would work on in there, and haven't really gotten back into that. I just haven't, I don't know, just it's a lot of standing, and it's just hard for me to get tired of standing pretty fast, and I can only take so much. And so I just was kind of trying to figure out something else to do, and it was pretty cool. A local guy has kind of some construction stuff going on, so I started working just a little bit part-time for him. It's been fun so far. We'll just see if that works out, and I enjoy that, a little bit more sitting down during the day, and it's nice to get home then and still have energy to play with my daughter and just kind of do other stuff that I want to do. So otherwise, if I was standing all day and doing that, it just wears me out a lot. So maybe someday I could get back to it if things maybe progress like I think they might possibly, but it's always just hard to tell. But yeah, I mean, that's about it for this one, I think. We wanted to give a little bit of a update, but thanks for following along, and see you later.